Hey, good afternoon, y'all. This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope y'all doing good today. Hope you're doing well. It's gonna be a hot day out here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Well, right outside. I'm out, right outside Oakland. It's gonna be close to 90, so I'm trying to stay hydrated and cool as much as possible. In any event, I'm gonna get into the topic for this video. So, as many of us have found out on Tuesday night, the Lakers lost to Phoenix. Um, and the Spurs beat Denver, which meant that the Lakers will miss the 2022 NBA play-in tournament to get to the playoffs. So it was official on Tuesday night with San Antonio defeating Denver and the Lakers being defeated by the Suns. So that's it for them. This crazy season, tumultuous season for the Lakers is over. It's going to seal Frank Vogel's fate too, the coach of the Lakers, because he's going to be fired. This is all but pretty much inevitable now. I mean, he's going to get fired. Um, they don't really have any money under the cap space because I don't know what they're going to do with Westbrook, but they're going to bring LeBron back and probably Carmelo Anthony and AD. Of course, LeBron. Westbrook, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he's going to go. But they're old. Charles Barkley, I don't agree with him on a lot of things, but some things I do. And he was absolutely right. They're old geezers. These old geezers, they're the oldest team in the league. They're old geezers. No team has gotten better by getting older. You don't know. No team in sports history has gotten better by getting older, by being the oldest team. It doesn't work that way. You don't, necessarily have a lot of youth on your team. Just go with, but you have a mixture, a combination of both vets and young. You have a couple of veterans and you have a couple, younger guys. You don't get better by getting older. It doesn't work. Father Time won't allow it. Father Time is undefeated. Um, I said at the beginning of the season, back in October, that the Lakers will finish fourth in the Pacific Division, and they will probably 2 games, 2.5 games above Sacramento, who would be dead last, and that they probably wouldn't make the play-in tournament. And I was called crazy. I was told I didn't know what I was talking about. I was called a LeBron hater. All the above. This was back in October. I put it on my timeline and on Twitter. And people just call me and say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, LeBron. You don't know what you're talking about. You a hater." Back in October, I need to pull up that. I need to pull up that post because I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. I told y'all these old geezers wasn't going anywhere. I told y'all this. I told y'all this. But yet and still, y'all want to call me a hater. Tell me I didn't know what I was talking about. Where are these same people now? They're they're silent. They're silent as the night. They're like mimes. They're not saying anything. I wonder why. I wonder why. But and then they want to say, well, we had injuries, this and that. At best, you cannot. Even if the Lakers were healthy, they still would have been a first round team. They would have got bounced in the first round by Phoenix for a second year. They would have got bounced. Second straight year by Phoenix in the first round. Probably swept at best. So at best, if they were full strength, they would have been the eighth seed. They'd have been the eighth seed. I'll give them, yeah, eighth seed. at best, with everyone healthy. But they had three players. LeBron played along three players: AD, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, that are in the top 70 on the NBA's 75 anniversary team on the anniversary list, including himself. So four players: LeBron, AD, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony. All four of these guys are on the 75 greatest list of the NBA, the NBA's 75 greatest list. And they couldn't even make the play-in tournament. They couldn't make the play-in tournament. LeBron had three other players along with himself on a 75th anniversary team, and they still couldn't make the play-in tournament. Are you kidding me? And this goes back to what I said about his legacy. Y'all need to stop this GOAT talk with LeBron being the GOAT. Y'all need to stop it. Y'all need to stop it. Stop it. MJ had two other players, Rodman and Scottie Pippen. He won 3 championships with them. With Scottie Pippen, he won 3 before Rodman got there. So, I mean, come on. Really? Kareem had Magic and Worthy. So he had 2. He won 5 with them. MJ won 3 with just 1 with Pippen. And then when Rodman came along with him and Pippen, they won another 3. LeBron had three other Hall of Fame in the top 75. 3 other ones. Not to mention another Hall of Famer in Dwight Howard. And they still couldn't make the play-in tournament. And then people will go back, well, they were past their prime. But no, just before the season, a lot of y'all had the Lakers coming out the West. I know in Vegas they did. So miss me with they were past their prime. Y'all wasn't saying this before the season started. See how they like to change the narrative? Yup. So LeBron's legacy takes another hit. He already was getting, his legacy was taking a hit for being 4-6 in the NBA Finals. 4-6 in the NBA Finals. Him hopping from team to team to team, and then having players join him. Pippen was drafted by the Bulls. Rodman came along later. No, Rodman came along later. Havlicek and Havlicek and I'm thinking of Cousy, Russell. They all started with the Celtics. Magic was drafted by the Lakers. James Worthy drafted by the Lakers to join Kareem. They started there from the foundation. They didn't have ready-made teams. Well, you join me because we're boys and I like you. We hang out in the summer. But they're old. Y'all, there's no chemistry there. No chemistry. What I'm saying is that the Showtime Lakers were built from the ground up. The Celtic dynasty of the 50s and 60s was built from the ground up. The Bulls dynasty was built from the ground up. Not this, okay, you join me, you come and join me, you come and join me. No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't. Hell, Kobe Bryant. He didn't play with a top 75 player when Shaq. Well, he did with Shaq. He did with Shaq. Him and Shaq and Kobe. But when Shaq left to go to Miami, Kobe didn't have a hell. He didn't even have a Hall of Famer. He barely had an All Star. Yes, Paul Gasol was an All Star, but he's not in the top 75. Kobe pretty much put them on his back. He did put him on his back and won 2 championships with that team. He didn't have a player in the top 75. MJ, Russell, and Kareem did, but Kobe didn't. Those two finals, 2009 and 2010, no, he did not. No, he did not. So come on, LeBron. LeBron, apologists, fanatics. What's your excuse now? Well, injuries, injuries. You're proving my point for me. This is why you don't put a team together that's the oldest team in the NBA. Their average age is what, 35, 36 years old of the Lakers, maybe 34. Come on, really? It's insanity. It's insanity. But you know what? They're gonna miss the play-in tournament, and I'm not surprised. I knew it's gonna happen. I called it before the season started. So, but Frank Vogel, I mean, it's pretty much inevitable. He's gonna be ousted. I don't know who they're gonna get to coach them geezers. They're not getting any better next year. Oh, I don't even think it for the foreseeable future, unless they make some real wholesale changes. But I mean, like Stephen A. Smith said, it's been a disaster from the top to the bottom, from Jeannie Buss to Rob Palinka to yeah, the front office down to the coaching with Frank Vogel. The players tuned him out months ago, months ago. Then LeBron, LeBron the GM, bringing in, picking and choosing, and it didn't work. It was a disaster, a disaster. They could have got DeMar DeRozan. They thumbed their nose at that idea. Now DeMar DeRozan was in the MVP conversation not too long ago. He's been balling out in Chicago. He has so many. He had the most 30-point games in Bulls history since MJ. How insane is that? And guess what? The Bulls are in the playoffs. They're in the playoffs. The Lakers aren't. Y'all could have had Jason Kidd as your coach, but y'all want him on the bench. He go to Dallas, and guess what? Dallas is in the playoffs. The Lakers aren't. You let Kyle Kuzma go for nothing. KCP go. You had younger players to play with LeBron. Granted, they weren't going to come out the West. Well, actually, they did. 2 years ago, they won a championship. Scratch that. But Kyle Kuzma, um, Caruso, KCP, y'all let these guys go for these old geezers to get older, and it blew up in your face. LeBron's experiment blew up. It was a disaster, an utter disaster, which again is a hit to his legacy. He's among the greatest to ever play, among AMONG, among, but he's not the GOAT. Yeah, I know he's going to pass Kareem next year. Good for him. He's going to pass Kareem. But, I mean, come on. So what? Karl Malone's the the third greatest scorer in NBA history because LeBron passed him, I think, last season or season before, whatever. But I wouldn't consider Carmelo among the greatest. He played a long time, and he had that Stockton to Malone pick and roll. He benefited off that. I mean, so there it is. I told you my great, Bill Russell. Bill Russell, Kareem, MJ, Kobe. Bill Russell, Kareem, MJ, Kobe. And I might put Kobe third above MJ. I would. I put Kobe above MJ. But that's definitely my Mount Rushmore since it's Mount Rushmore's four. Them four men right there. Mr. Bill Russell, Kareem, Kobe, and MJ. But like I said, and while we're on the subject of Kareem, I'm talking about Kareem and LeBron passing him. Kareem is coming off he's been taking a hit lately with criticizing LeBron. I guess his politics. And Kareem, not everyone is a devout Muslim like you. Not everyone was like how you were in the 1960s. And Kareem is more so of a lackey for the Democratic Party. He's pushing the agenda for the Democrats for the vax mandates and you know getting the jab. He's pushing that, and that's your opinion, Kareem. But LeBron doesn't share your opinion, so that makes you criticize him. I mean, he later apologized, but it's like, Negro, please. LeBron has done a lot for the black community, more than what you have done, because your agenda is more so with the liberals, with the Democrats. LeBron is trying. He has a school in Akron that's benefiting inner city kids there. Could he do more? I mean, that's debatable. I mean, who are we to say he could do more? Who are we to say that he isn't doing more? We may not know about it. But for you to criticize him, it's come off as elitist and just you being a hater. Because for the past 38 years, and I can't help but think it's because of LeBron passing on next year. It's being the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Because if it wasn't the case, if he wasn't, then Kareem wouldn't come out and say anything. I just find it funny that now he's coming out, and criticizing LeBron. But if LeBron was further down the list and Kareem's, you know, being the all-time leading scorer wasn't in jeopardy of being passed, then this wouldn't even be a story. It wouldn't be an issue. It wouldn't be. So Kareem, stop, man, because I think you're jealous because you've been relevant. You broke Wilt's record in 1984, so 38 years ago, and so that's what you were able to hang your hat on. And then, of course, you won three titles after that in 85, 87, and 88. But after you retired in 89, that's been your relevancy, was that you was the NBA's all-time leading scorer. But now that's going to be eclipsed next year. Now you come down calling this man you criticizing this man, saying he's not doing enough. Come on, bro, stop it. I know you'll be 75 next week, but I mean, Kareem, stop it. You turn 75 in a couple of weeks, a week and a half. But I mean, stop it, Kareem. Let LeBron be great. Now, if you're gonna criticize him on the court for the Lakers not, making a playing tournament or him picking and choosing who, then yeah, I'm with you on that 110%. But this other stuff that you criticizing him, you know, not being a social justice warrior, I guess, or not being more his outspoken or what so have you. Nah, that's you way off base with that one, brother. Way off base. And what have you done lately for the Black community instead of pushing these jab mandates, being a Democratic Party's lackey? I mean, really, brother? Come on, Kareem. You come off as elitist. That's what you come off as. But in any event, smash the thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up. If you already have it, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I need the love and support, so please subscribe to my channel and smash that thumbs up button. Smash it down. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think, and share this video on social media. Get it out there. But till next time, y'all take care. I love y'all, and like I always say, we don't have to agree, but let's disagree without being disagreeable. Please, let's do that, y'all. So hit that thumbs up button and drop your comments below and let me know what you think. All right, y'all. Take care. Love you much. All right, now I'm out. Peace.